In the quiet moments of our most vulnerable times, there is a gentle presence that brings comfort and care, a nurse's touch.
Nurses have become the front line of healthcare.
They are the backbone of the healthcare system.
Their importance has leveled up.
We will not survive without the nurses.
They're always there before the doctor arrives.
85 to 90% of incident reporting comes from nurse.
Nurses are central to patient care and are often a patient's first point of contact with the health system.
Nurses are the heart of healthcare, tirelessly dedicating themselves to the well-being of patients and communities across the globe.
World Patients Alliance decided that the organization was going to honor nurses. This was an easy decision for our board because we all recognize the value of nurses.
They come together to answer their calling to care, to comfort, to heal. They dedicate themselves to the lives of others. They give their unfailing attention to us in the day. They work with strength and grace. It's a work of sacrifice and selflessness. We are the World Patients Alliance, and it's a patient's tribute to the heart of healthcare, celebrating our nurses. Florence Nightingale, often hailed as the founder of modern nursing, formalized nursing as a profession during the 19th century. Nurses have played crucial roles in providing medical care to wounded soldiers on the battlefield throughout history, from the Crimean War to the present day.
Nurses are one of the very, very old health professions.
If anyone missed the value of the nurses over time, let us remind them in COVID.
Our nursing staffs not to go out for dinner, not to go out for coming back to their hometown.
We've seen that they have had to be on the front lines of emergencies such as COVID-19.
Nurses are the unsung heroes of healthcare, whose compassion and dedication touch lives in ways words cannot express. They are the first to comfort, the last to leave, and the ones who turn care into healing. In every heartbeat and every breath they help preserve, they embody the true spirit of humanity.
Through the Heart of Healthcare, Celebrating Our Nurses campaign, the World Patient Alliance and patients honor their compassion, resilience, and the critical role they play in delivering quality care.
Any patient, if you ask who their go-to person is on their medical team, they're most of the times going to tell you a nurse's name.
The nurses are a very strong and vital part of healthcare.
They are the first part in the taking care of the patient.
We need nurses, and they are the heart of healthcare.
They are the center of healthcare delivery.
Doctors only come for the diagnosis and the prescription, while every other aspect is being looked after by the nurses.
Without nurses, the system will grind to a halt.
In the quiet moments between life and death, in the spaces where healing begins and ends, nurses are the backbone of our medical systems, tirelessly working to provide care, comfort, and hope. But today, this heart is under immense strain. A global crisis looms, a dire shortage of nurses that threatens the very foundation of healthcare as we know it. The global shortage of nurses was estimated to be 5.9 million, and projections indicate a need for over 13 million nurses worldwide by 2030 to bridge this gap.
Nurses unhappy with their working situation.
Almost all countries in nursing crisis, it is difficult to recruit and keep nurses staying in their profession.
They're not paid enough. They're not acknowledged enough.
Nurses are overworked. The ratio of nurse to patient is not okay.
Let's also think globally and see how we can stop this brain drain all this nothing drain.
Many nurses, what I found out, after their first year of graduation, may only last a year in the field.
The shortage of nurses is not just a number on a chart. It's a growing reality with grave consequences. This crisis is fueled by a complex web of factors: burnout from relentless work hours, inadequate staffing, insufficient support, and the emotional toll of caring for others with little time to care for themselves. These challenges are driving nurses away from a profession they once loved, leaving a void that is becoming increasingly difficult to fill.
At the World Patient Alliance, we believe that empowering nurses and amplifying their voices is essential for building stronger and more patient-centered healthcare systems.
Without nurses, we don't have a proper functioning health system.
They have these 12-hour shifts and they're not getting the credit they deserve, they're not getting the pay that they deserve.
People going into nursing these days because they see the stress that's happening in nursing care.
A result of our studies, research studies, we published in the Journal of Health Inequalities.
To deliver the highest value and most economically efficient care, nurses need the resources to provide the highest quality of care to prevent errors and achieve the most optimal patient outcomes.
Let the community advocate for the nurse.
We want to make sure that the whole healthcare system recognizes that we patients want our nurses to be taken care of.
As we celebrate the integral roles nurses play in keeping our healthcare systems functional and vibrant, we must also advocate for change. It's time to acknowledge the depth of this crisis and take action. Better working conditions, fair compensation, and a culture of respect and support are not luxuries, they are necessities. If we want to retain the nurses who are the heart of healthcare, we must create an environment where they can thrive. Nurses are more than just caregivers. They are the heartbeat of every hospital, clinic, and care facility. It's time we honor their contributions, not just with words, but with tangible changes that ensure their vital roles are sustained for generations to come. For without them, the heart of healthcare cannot continue to beat.
The appreciation of nurses should be more than just one day.
They need to continue this great work.
They work really hard. We know that you are making a difference in patients' lives every single day.
You are doing a fantastic job. What you deliver is not just services, it's care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you continue your career. Let's work together.
At World Patients Alliance, we proudly present Heart of Healthcare, our nurses. Patients' tribute to the heart of healthcare, celebrating our nurses. World Patients Alliance, global voice of patients.